lakad matatas!
Normally.
Outdraft.
Oh,
Yeah, that's definitely an outdraft if you ask me.
they just tripled down. They didn't double down. They tripled down on super
Talent being there to increase the damage reduction. Because 30% it doesn't seem like that much, but if you oh my god, silence on the top lane, it's gonna drop low, double edge is there, but maybe with the fairy fire, can he get out? Nope. Another double edge is gonna do the trick.
First blood. Thanks and have fun.
That is
There's that first blood.
yeah, that's a first blood, and that's just one of those super old school combos. Now that I think,
Kind of scared for LBZS. Don't get me wrong, I'm always the guy that plays for the late game, because I kind of suck when I try to play aggression. I definitely think LBZS also just want to exploit Atlantis being more used to the early game and to those aggression heroes by kind of stalling and kind of defending in cheesy ways if necessary. But this up-lane combo is gonna go so hard, so fast with this Doom now.
I think that net worth wise, we're gonna look at it at like 5-6 minutes. But creep wise, yep, sure, really nice aggression on the bottom lane from TZY. They do find Rubik. That's a pretty big kill given how they are already farming decently well. But overall, I still feel like this, you know, something that they went for. They wanted to meet aggression with aggression.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can afford for Primal Beast to fall up a little by focusing everything he's got on fighting. Helios barely still alive. Nature's Prophet looking to teleport in to finish off the kill, but that's kind of difficult against the Hoodwink, who can move quite swiftly through the jungle. He's not gonna stop trying. Helios looking for the TP out. Is he gonna make it? Ooh.
Highlighted how much the stat growth on Nature's Prophet is. He gains like 10 stats total. That is more than most heroes. He almost doubles Slark in stat gain, and that is ridiculous. So Midas, extra attack speed, extra experience, it's okay. He will die though.
Yeah, that's a painful kill. And just a solo kill to TZY nonetheless, who's now almost at that pulverize, which is going to allow him to join the team fight. Speaking of team fights, on top lane they are going to be brawling, looking to secure a shot at WS's life. And the Centaur is going to go down this time around from the looks of it. Silencer gets himself those first 2 intelligence stolen.
Pushed in, the tower is already gone, so you know, Doom can just go and occupy this lane, get his farm up. At the same time, Nature's Prophet doesn't know where to farm himself. He's being gone on in the mid lane.
Go Rose doesn't get pulverized. That makes a really good avalanche, and it looks like the Hoodwink manages to get a 2-man bushwhack off. Still, it's not gonna be enough to make sure the Nature's Prophet goes down. Instead, TZY is just gonna melt. Yeah, now this is what Atlantis want to be happening.
Basically, at 600 cast range pulverize, you just grab people and start whacking them on the floor.
That's actually quite a lot. I thought it was, oh boy, no time to talk as Nature's Prophet is gonna get pulverized. Just from a short range, but it's definitely gonna be enough to bring him down. And with the Doom on the Rubik, there's nothing Rubik can do except take out Wonder Boy, though managed to get at least 1 return kill onto the TZY, and Fonte trying to get out. I think he should be fine, right? He's a Doom.
Yep, they're actually thinking of turning.
So Dolphin may actually be dropping first. The Dragon Blood still keeping Dragon Knight alive. Tiny also not taking out just yet, and it's gonna be the Tiny dying to the Silencer while Dolphin is actually able to turn around onto WS now, or is he with the Stomp? Puck comes on in, nukes down the Dragon Knight, cleaning him up, but Mango Rose has died as well as the Tiny over on the top lane. Altogether, it's turning out worse and worse for Atlantis if they don't get something more out of this. Everyone from LBZS now retreating. It looks like they are at least gonna lose 1 support. So if you just sacrifice the Silencer for all of that, I think it's still more than fine, because LBZS are really just making space and waiting for this. Again, realize 1 press of a button and they all gotta run out instead. That's kind of what the top lane has been. And that's the other issue, because all of their damage is nuked. They're really delivered fast. They're gonna try that on top of this really beefy Doom. Silencer getting kept in the back by the Tiny, which means no avalanche shots on the front lane. Fun to do that for way longer than necessary, and now Centaur is gonna be first casualty for that. Hoodwink is coming in, looking for Ponyo together with the Primal Beast, and there's Pulverize, there's Sharpshooter, that's another one in the back of that. Silencer does die.
Dota 2.
But one where Mango Rose comes in to deliver some much needed damage. And that's the thing, LBZS, maybe they are getting a little too confident just because they realized that Atlantis have to initiate and have to deliver the damage in one quick combo every time or there's no fight. Speaking of one quick combo, they're gonna try that on top of the Doom, but with the global silence, Fonte is gonna be more than fine. Dream Coil comes on out, still looking for him. Lower and lower sharpshooter on the Tiny to try and set him up to die. That and Tiny is gonna go down for the Doom. That's still a very much okay trade, especially if you get the silence as a little bonus kill. Yeah, Tiny is just like, I set that up, and with the Dragon Knight still dead, there's no way that LBZS could have turned that into one.
Usually go Mjolnir as your DPS item if you're playing against Terrorblade. Oh, they will get a kill on
Robo
Silencer.
coming out as Silencer is running for his life, and with Fonte, they may actually get a kill on Ponyo. Silencer is still gonna go down, but only after securing themselves the 2 in from the Rubik. Not the worst of trades. And just a support trade gets that big global silence to get committed.
Wising. Sometimes those TZ Wisings lead to him dying for a Tiny, but that's okay.
Oh, speaking of the dead lane, Nature's Prophet was almost dead there. If it wasn't for that really beautiful immediate Centaur ultimate. Now Puck comes on through onto the Doom, and Doom the second BKB, whereas up he is just gonna enter World of Hurt and get executed.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that, honestly. Like, if there's no T2 here, sure, you can go for that. But it's a dead lane for a reason. When you push it in past the river, it means the enemy gets to TP, and now, off the back of this mistake, they're actually being aggressive on the top lane on the Silencer, and Silencer is dead. I think they will be able to take another tier 2 tower from that.
Yeah, looks like it. Maybe they could dies. We've been over that very early into this game. Then almost all of Atlantis' damage is missing. But when he's very much alive and protected, as long as he keeps scaling, their entire team keeps scaling. So with a second life, hardly. Oh, maybe they get an initiation on him though. With the global silence, with the BKB from TCY getting committed immediately. Rubik is gonna be zoned out there, and Rubik is gonna be the first casualty of the fight as now Puck goes down, and all that LBZS has sacrificed for it so far is the Hoodwink.
Puck goes down even after getting doomed into Lincoln Sphere, but they will catch Manga Rise.
On top of Manga Rose, making sure his first life goes down. Now the Tiny goes down with his only life. Centaur looking to maybe save the life of Mango Rose, but realizes there's nothing he can do. Leaves him to his demise.
Just initiate onto anybody and get the kill. They will try for Dragon Knight.
With the BKB, Dragon Knight thinks he can turn around, but he's broken, meaning so much armor was missing from Dolphin there. Dolphin is now able to get himself out thanks to a really good decoy, and in comes the Primal Beast. Global Silence committed to make sure that Primal Beast can survive this initiation. Without the BKB, is going to run on the Tiny and is going to kill off the Tiny, but now Nature's Prophet can start hitting him, and even with BKB, he's taking too much damage. Over on the mid lane, the fight is gonna continue still though, as Puck looks for an opportunity, and it's instead just gonna get bushwhacked and doomed.
Manga chain stun Doom, because telekinesis into Hoof Stomp should have been a kill. Now they are gonna stun Silencer.
Silencer gets forced left out to keep him alive for just a little while longer, but with the double crit, he is just gonna get melted and buys back for the global silence to be there. Manga Rose forced to press BKB. WS also immediately presses Lotus. Tiny will be the first target as the single spear down. Tiny gets killed off. If it's just the Tiny, that's fine though. Centaur already teleports himself out. And Manga Rose, one of the most mobile heroes in all of Dota.
I have absolutely no idea why Fonte uses Doom on Tiny, but he uses Refresher, now uses Doom on this Nature's Prophet, and I think he gets a kill. It's a solo kill, even with Stampede.
Oh my god. Maybe they did it just to like try and, you know, make Atlantis feel false security because they hadn't seen that Refresh Orb yet. WS taking so much damage from the Dragon Knight on the mid lane now, and he's gonna melt as well in the Centaur.
Dolphin just dancing around this Hoop Stomp. They don't have any kind of damage. They needed something percentage based against those tanky cores, against those strength cores. Timber Saw, Underlord, something like that probably would be helpful. But right now, they're firmly on the back foot. Nice usage of Size of Vice on TZY.
Yeah, maybe Nature's Prophet can this time at least get his hits and show how much damage he got. Global Silence once again coming out. With the Avalanche Toss, that's gonna be the first kill on TY there though, and a nice sharpshooter will kill off Wonder Boy. Dragon Knight still alive thanks to the BKB, and instead Nature Prophet now gets turned on with the Doom, with the chain stun. Doom is fighting into 3 heroes, and this is the power of that one Doom coming into play with the AoEs also ticking out. Tiny on the backline still trying to help out his teammates, and Ponyo dies to the silence as well. LBZS, having forced out some buybacks, decide to just chill for a second, regroup. That's still really good for the Dire though. Like Atlantis, they once again, even with the Nature Prophet sitting in the trees on the sidelines, getting in right click after right click, it didn't end up being enough damage. Now a return pickup on the silencer as Rubik buys back, and they see their chance maybe? No, okay, everybody. Sure, he's not gonna have to press it here anymore.
And he has double Hex, double Doom, double Warstomp, theoretically, double BKB. I think this Doom is doing great, and he also now has a full-on Aghanim's. He might be going down, though.
We're gonna see if it's gonna be enough. Because with the Stream Call break, can they chain stun him up perfectly? It looks like it, and he just doesn't get the BKB. Dragon Knight will come on in though, looking to avenge his teammates, with the rest of his team closing in from below. And this time around, there is no time to dish out all of that damage on the Dragon Knight. Nature's Prophet though, right clicking TZY, who is just a target for him, but out comes the Cold Rise onto Tiny. Nature's Prophet still the main issue, and nobody can really stop him. Dragon Knight just stuck tanking versus 3, but once again Rubik is the first to die from the looks of it. Maybe not as Dragon Knight gets hexed just in time to save Rubik's life. Tiny will go down to the Hoodwink. Dragon Knight can't tank forever though, but Ponyo goes down to the Mjolnir, and Mega Rose almost died to the Dragon Knight as well.
Hoodwink will get away on 60 HP against Wonder Boy, but it's a so all in all, still a really hard game. But now lead has been cut down to 6k, and the smoke from Atlantis. That's not a desperation, that's a, what is it called? The Hail Mary smoke.
Yeah, they know that this is their best chance at coming back into the game. With the global silence coming out, they are barely gonna get Helio still, thanks to a quick ward being placed, and now maybe even the silence has a follow-up. Yeah, from the looks of it, they will. Helios immediately buying back as they realize, okay, if Atlantis pushes the aggression more, then buyback needs to be available. Nature's Prophet also hunting for the Dragon Knight, but Dragon Knight is just fine. He pressed the ultimate as now instead the hunter becomes the hunted. Mango Rose down to half health. The Dragon Knight doesn't have any detection for him. Oh, now it looks like actually with the Centaur coming in, instead the Dragon Knight once again becomes the spray, and he will get nuked down. Oh my god, Dolphin may have gotten way too greedy there.
And Dream Coil on 2.
With that, TTY, he's had that BKB on, and that's gonna be the first life on Mango Rose, meaning the main damage is gone for now. Puck dies to the AoE to Mango Rose. Turn this around. Is having a time fighting into the Doom though, at least until he's hexed up by Doom. Is Doom able to get away? Meanwhile the kill now goes to Primal Beast first and foremost. A very sweet Avalanche toss combo from the Tiny, saving Rubik's life, and now Rubik is able to get that big pulverize play you talked about earlier. And another clip from the Rubik onto Helios this time around. Holy crap, they just clip one after another and execute them. I mean, now, and he's gonna try to with the initiation on the Rubik. Ponyo has a glimmer to save himself though, and Primal Beast charging in is gonna be enough to win that round. Yeah, well, at least Dolphin tried to make it right, I guess. But I do agree that it's kind of his fault. It's also kind of what, like LBZS, they played a little cocky for how much push there is. Because with Nature's Prophet 1, that is why people play the Nature's Prophet 1. All of a sudden, the
fully Faceless Void in lane, it's gonna be hard to win in it.
Choose your hero.
They would have damage problems, right?
Yeah. Like, okay, they picked the most.
Suffering is as Faceless Void. They will have good timing once the Chronosphere is up, with Zeus ultimate, with all the Ravages and all that. But for now, Mango Rose, he might be going down, and he will go down.
Yeah, beautiful little kill there, TZY. Just enjoy.
Early, but I don't see that's happening. And the other problem is that you can't even rotate anybody in. Zeus doesn't want to rotate.
Mango Rose, he may be going down once again with the tag team, with all that poison stacking up, and he is just slowly gonna take down over on the...
Such a... I don't think there was a reason for that except for emotional damage. Now in the bottom lane.
Yeah, I think the psychological warfare aspect of Dota is nothing to be underestimated. Disruptor gets caught with his use there. He's just gonna take so much damage to the face.
Going for. They are also rotating Zeus in.
Yeah, Zeus, it is a hero that wants to push the aggression, but he is not very strong if he's the one initiated on. And with that glimpse, he is just gonna die so quickly. Since glimpse nowadays it actually deals damage, and with the Viper's poison, it starts dealing a lot of damage.
Killing spree.
I don't know what they're doing. Like Atlantis, they are severely miscalculating their potential. They rotate heroes in to kill this Viper, who had the time of his life on this lane.
But okay, now he actually skills that, and on bottom lane, the rest of the team is gonna rotate in all on top of Helios. Helios still surviving through that for quite a while, and the Zeus also to finish him off. Now another teleport comes in, and there's Dolphin with the full-blown BKB being revealed. What are you gonna do, Tidehunter? You're gonna do nothing, Kraken Shell or not, because Lina just deals too much darn damage at this point in the game.
I actually don't mind what happened. They faked, the fake bumped the Ravage, and that means Dolphin has to commit BKB, and now he doesn't have it. The arrow will not connect because it's blocked by Disruptor, but all in all, I think it's okay. Wonderboy is actually chasing Dolphin. Oh, connect stun.
He wants to go again. Yeah, Ponyo may have overstepped his welcome a little bit, but Hoodwink in the tree is still quite capable. Now the glimpse comes on in, and with the Dragon Slave, that's gonna be another kill. Wonderboy would have loved to get the Disrupt out of that before dying, but no such luck.
Can you?
Or the Ravage, the mini Ravage. The Tendrils of the Deep, that's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, you can dodge mini Ravage with Manta. So I think it's still kind of a quintessential item here. The two-man Chronosphere makes for Void actually getting himself some kill contribution. It's just a support, but still, it's Mango Rose being involved in the support kill and getting himself much needed XP. And now the Lina, oh my god, gets caught out of position. And I was talking about Mango Rose being happy with support kill. Well, with helping out in the Lina kill, he actually catapults himself. Well, at least now he's got quite a bit of a lead above the Rubik. And XP-wise, he's also going to be able to farm safely until the next Chronosphere is going to be available, I think.
TZY is a bit too chill. I feel like Helios initiating on Rubik, they will get this kill, and they might actually get a +1 from here.
Yes! This Rubik, he has stolen Morph though, and you know what that's gonna result into, just full strength Rubik. Wait, it's still, yeah, you still keep the attributes after you lose Morph, so this Rubik is now full strength for the rest of this game.
I mean, it's better than being full edge, I guess. TZY being gone on.
Yeah, Viper with the sharpshooter just gets killed off, making it look easier. Now Mango Rose. I was just gonna say he's starting to come online, but in comes the leader. It's still not quite disastrous. Now if Mango Rose gets another kill here on this Viper, and that would be turning sour, and with the Hoodwink sharpshooter, looks like TZY is just gonna die once again. Mango Rose slowly but surely climbing up in that net worth, has almost caught up to this use, but who you really need to catch up to is the Morphling, because that is still his Chronosphere being used every time.
That was a Chronosphere usage, but like at the same time, you are playing for the late game already, regardless if you are Atlantis, just because your early game has gone to absolute crap. It was just way too bad. And I think they're doing an okay job. They can actually glimpse Rubik now.
Yeah, and with the Lina stun, the Lina machine gun is just hitting Rubik way too hard. They've been waiting for that, but Lina already used her BKB, which means Dolphin is gonna go down for that too. That's fine, and nobody's gonna die yet with that Zeus ultimate giving vision and forcing LBZS back up. Tusk trying to frontline on top of the Titan, but Titan is simply too tanky. And the only one to be caught is Lina on top lane with once again a Chronosphere to Mango Rose. As the bot fight is only now getting started with a Ravage onto two people. And in comes the Gush as well, pushing out so much damage. TZY, can he fight up against the Tidehunter with the breaking against the Kraken Shell? Maybe, as he's still tanking through all of this. And that looks like, yeah, Viper, he manages to survive. And everybody kind of getting baited to focus the tank, the Tidehunter there, who only...
Dolphin, it might be jitters, right? He is kind of, I feel like he's kind of new to the scene. I don't remember seeing him, at least not seeing him all that much. But for the second game in a row, he's making some really crucial miscalculations in terms of his own power level, and that gets him killed. They also lose Disruptor. The W's will not get a kill on Tusk. I think Helios should be able to disengage.
Yeah, Helios on the run out, does have a blink dagger, but Titan, look at the awful lot of damage he does. Now Tide instead getting turned on though, and it is just gonna be Titan straight for that Tusk with those big rotations coming in from either. However, LBZS know what's happening right off the bat, try to smoke into that Roach Pit, and knowing what's going on, they bring in the Tusk. Now Dolphin presses the BKB, and you want Dolphin to fight? Well, now this time around he is frontlining, and with that Laguna Blade just takes out the Zeus. So much damage removed from the fight. The Crosshair comes on out, but will make for a kill on Lina, but that's now Mango Rose having to retreat out of there. Morphling is still chasing after him, is gonna kill off Mango Rose, and Rubik, yeah, he cannot stand his ground. With the Tidehunter not having the Ravage there, it literally came online just a second again. That's so awkward, because Atlantis, I think they were expecting to enemy throws debuffs at you, and then when you do press BKB, turn around, you actually deal amazing damage. Morphling.
I think Dolphin just kind of, never mind. They will lose one of the tier 3s. We'll catch Rubik as well, and Rubik will die.
Yeah, I think LBZS are just kind of cocky now, and in all good right, they have the late game, and it's only 30 minutes into the game, they're already pushing a lane of Rags. Morph is completely online, because I disagree with Viper farming too. It's all they really need to do.
Be able to do so, but buildings cannot run.
Yeah, and Tidehunter isn't gonna be able to press that BKB into Disruptor next time, because Disruptor is already pretty close to an Aghanim set. And now a beautiful Chronos comes on out once again. I did tell you Mega Rose would not be missing those, but what is the Chronos here once more enough? With the Ravage, maybe this time around the follow-up was actually there. But Mega Rose gets zipped out of position, and look at the damage from that Morph. Faceless Voice still doing his best to manage his health pool as long as he can, and Disruptor is gonna get killed up, but TZY, he's got his shard, he pushed so freaking hard. Now a buyback comes out from the Hoodwink, a buyback as well from the Tusk. TZY is dying though, and did get his ult.
Oh, come on, supports! Vision!
Yeah, I mean, they were not certain if the Lina was teleporting or what. They had very, very little vision on her to begin with. But the only reason they even saw her was by pure accident, right? Because the Bushwhack was hit on the void that way.
I mean, imagine them getting kill on Lina, because I feel like Lina, yeah, it would be a dieback for her. But that would create a pretty big opening. Okay, Dolphin, he's like, never mind, I'm just gonna go die. Or not.
No. This is Lina hard carry nowadays. You are a little bit behind on mana. This is what Lina does. She can just frontline, she can just stand her ground. Not quite as WS with the BKB, and that Hood of Device is still quite freaking beefy. Disruptor is going to try to secure that kill for his team with the Viper coming in. Tidehunter is going to take down Hoodwink now on the run out. But Hoodwink, you, my friend, are squishier than a tower, and even those towers die too quick for you against this Viper. Yeah, Ponyo is just going to get melted.
And then the next read this once again from Lina, I believe. That might be wrong, but
and the last lane of Rex done. That's Mega Creeps. Void, he once again presses BKB and gets thrown immediately after. But with that BKB, the Morph is gonna survive long enough to kill off the face of Void with the Lina, and that's a carry for a carry trade. But also with the BKB still standing his ground. Look at those right picks coming out one after the other. Tidehunter, he gets glimpsed back into the Disruptor ultimate, but that's only gonna enable another kill, and triple maybe for WS even, because now this Disruptor has to run for his life, and yeah, that's WS getting himself a triple kill. Still no, he didn't even pick up the Aghanim Shard here. Maybe because of those Mantas being picked up.
But at the same time, like, it's gonna be really hard to lose this game. They're gonna initiate on Tidehunter, commit everything, get a quick
Yeah,
and
this
clean
time
pick
around
off.
they're gonna get it. I think, you know, avenging the Viper, they've learned from their mistakes about just how tanky that Tide Hunter is from hitting him even without the Kraken Shell and everything. And now checking the Roche pit, but they missed the Roche timing by just 4 seconds. Better put some illusion or something in there. Looks like LBZS, they don't even care. They are just gonna smoke up, run down the mid lane. And
I mean,
do you think they're gonna try to make some more flashy plays? I hope so.
They are doing that. Ponyo is being gone on. Ponyo getting really low. Will manage to get out for a bit, and Fonte will not finish off this squirrel.
Yeah, thanks to the decoy once again. Being able to survive, and that is Morphling dying to the Chronosphere actually. Maybe LBZS trying to be flashy is not the way to go, unless of course they can kill Mangaros for this. Faces Void, gets stunned up with the Light Strike array. Nina though not quite finding the last the way she wants, but now with the Silver Edge, Void is still gonna go down for almost 100 seconds. Nina goes down for 100 seconds, and look at what's happening to the Dire base. Their last tier 4 tower is completely surrounded by Megas and will fall. Now it's only the engine exposed. You can't even take another fight like that if you're Atlantis, which LBZS can just abuse the crap out of.
Yeah, and they don't even have a lot of push on the side of Atlantis to be really scared for the side of LBZS, I mean, because Atlantis, they don't push really fast. And look at TZY, he just presses BKB and he's like, okay, yeah, the game over. Let's go.
It was just a matter of time until they did this. The flashy plays were entirely unnecessary, but that just goes to show you LBZS, I think they kind of wanted revenge for last game, but maybe they messed up because they did wait for 5 before doing this. Fair enough, fair enough. This time around, they're gonna try to finish once again. The fortification is there. That is 2 BKBs already committed. 2-man Kronos to follow that up. And Wonderboy will be the first to die to the Disruptor, but the Chronosphere is simply not enough damage anymore from the side of Atlantis. Yeah, if they go 5-man push, this engine is just gonna melt as Viper with his Manta Illus will just end the game. And that is GG. Well.